आपको साल के नहीं जल्दी फिंगर मिल जाइए।
बैग पूरा कड़ा लेना। Hello, hi, welcome to Vidyavardhini tutorial Chandrayapatna. So yesterday we had completed till question number 8, I guess. But yesterday I couldn't able to take the class due to heavy noise pollution in my neighbors, my surroundings. So we'll continue today with the same GST. Last part, most important questions from Concept Selena textbook. Test yourself, question number 9. A shopkeeper in Punjab buys an article at a printed price of 20,000 from a wholesaler in Delhi. The shopkeeper sells the same article to a customer in Punjab at a profit of 25% on the cost price. If the rate of GST is 18%, find the price of the article inclusive of GST for the shopkeeper. And the second question is the amount of tax under GST received and paid by the shopkeeper to the government. A shopkeeper in Punjab buys an article at a printed price of 20,000 from a wholesaler in Delhi. The shopkeeper sells the same article to the customer in Punjab to a profit of 25% on the cost price. If the rate of GST is 18%, find the price of the article for the shopkeeper. And in the second part, we have to find the amount of tax under GST received or paid by the shopkeeper to the government. So to solve the first question, here the market price is equal to 20,000. So for shopkeeper, cost price is equal to 20,000. That is GST. We have to find the GST for this 20,000 amount into 18%. GST given is 18%. So which is equal to 18 to the 36 to 0. 3,600 is the GST amount for the shopkeeper. So the price of article is equal to 20,000 plus 3,600, which is equal to 23,600. This is the price of the article. So this is the price of the article inclusive of GST for the shopkeeper. And this is the final answer for the first question. And to solve the second question, I'll solve it here. For customer, see, the shopkeeper sells the same article to the customer in Punjab at a profit of 25%. So the customer and the shopkeeper both are in Punjab. The tax applicable is intrastate, that is CGST and SGST. So the cost price for the customer is equal to 20,000 plus 25% of 20,000. That means 20,000 plus 5,000. So the cost price for the customer is 25,000. So GST paid by the customer is equal to 25,000 into 18% is the GST amount, 100 divided by 100, which is equal to 4,500 is the GST amount. So output tax for shopkeeper is equal to tax paid by the customer, which is equal to 4,500. So input tax for shopkeeper is equal to this one, 3,600, and tax paid by the shopkeeper to the government is equal to input tax minus output tax, which is equal to 4,500 minus 3,600, which is equal to 900. So 900 is the tax paid by the shopkeeper to the government. Please take this screenshot. We'll move on to the next question. Sorry. Next question is, a shopkeeper bought an AC from a distributor at a discount of 25% on the list price of rupees 64,000. The shopkeeper sells the AC to a consumer at the list price if the sales are intrastate, means the sales are within the state, and the rate of GST is 18%. Find, the first question is, the selling price of AC including GST by the distributor. The second question is, the tax paid by the distributor to the state government. Third question is, the tax under GST received by the state government. And the fourth question is, the price including tax under GST of the AC paid by the consumer. A shopkeeper bought an AC from a distributor. So, the market price is at a discount of 25% on the list price. That is, list price is equal to market price. That is, MT is equal to rupees 64,000. and at a discount of 25%. Let it be here. So for the first question, we have to find the selling price of AC including GST by the distributor. So first we have to find the discount price. So discount is equal to 64,000 into 25 divided by 100. So which is equal to, discount is 64 into 25. Yes, discount may be more, I think. So discount is 16,000. 64 into 25 is 16,000. So 16,000 is the discount. Yeah, 16,000 is the discount. And selling price including GST by the distributor. Okay. And subtract this 16,000 to get the selling price. 64,000 minus 16,000. So which is equal to 48,000. So 48,000 is the selling price for the distributor. So for this we have to so in the first question we have to find the selling price of AC including GST. So we have to find the GST for this 48,000. So GST given is 18%. So 48 into 18 divided by 100. Which is equal to 8,640. So 8,640 is the GST amount. So the selling price of AC including GST is equal to 48,000 plus 8,640, which is equal to 56,640. So this is the selling price for the distributor. And the second question is tax paid by the distributor to the state government. So GST paid by the distributor to the state government is rupees 8,640. So we have to find the tax paid by the distributor to the state government. That is SGST is equal to GST divided by 2 or half of GST, that is 8,640 divided by 2, which is equal to 4320. So this is the tax paid by the distributed to the state government. This is the answer for question number 2. And for the third question, the tax under GST received by the state government. So for the shopkeeper, cost price is equal to selling price for distributor, which is equal to 48,000. So this is the cost price. 48,000 is the cost price for the shopkeeper, and input tax is equal to 48,000 of 48,000 of 18%, which is equal to 8,640. So output tax is equal to tax paid by consumer and cost price for consumer is equal to 64,000, which is already given in the question. That is, market price is the cost price for the customer, and we have to find the GST for this cost price, which is equal to 64,000 into 18 divided by 100. So which is equal to 11,520 is the GST or the tax output tax or the tax paid by the consumer, that is 11,520. So output tax is equal to 11,520 and tax paid by the shopkeeper is equal to output tax minus input tax, which is equal to output tax is 11,520 and input tax is 8,640. So tax paid by the shopkeeper to the government is 880. So this is the tax paid by the shopkeeper to the government. And we have to find the tax under GST received by the state government. So we have to find SGST, which is equal to GST divided by 2, which is equal to 2,880 divided by 2, which is equal to 1,440. So this is the tax under GST received by the state government. And we have to find solution for one more question. I'll rub the question. This question is bit lengthy. Still 2 questions we have to find. So for the 4th question, the tax under GST received by the state. Sorry, the 3rd question is the tax under GST paid by the shopkeeper to the central government. 3rd question is the tax paid under GST by the shopkeeper to the central government. That is, this is CGST. And fourth question is the tax under GST received by the GST received by the state government. So tax received by the state government is equal to GST paid by consumer. So which is equal to GST paid by consumer. So GST paid by the consumer is 11,000. This one 11,520 divided by 2, which is equal to 5,760. So hence the tax received by the state government is 5,760. And the last part of this question is the price including GST paid by the customer. So which is equal to cost price for customer plus GST paid by customer. So which is equal to cost price for the customer is 64,000 plus 18% of 64,000 is equal to 18 divided by 100. So this is 64,000 plus this one 11,520, which is equal to the final answer is 75,520. take the screenshot. We'll move on to the next question. Here we have a complete solution for all the 5 questions. This is for first question. This is for third. This is second. Yeah, this is third. This is fourth. First. Yeah, no. Yeah, first, second, third, fourth. Yeah. Okay. We'll move on to the next question. Only 2 questions are remaining in this GST chapter. So we'll complete that and finish the chapter today. In the next class, please comment me in the comment box which chapter you need. Or otherwise, if I don't receive any comments, I'll continue with the banking chapter or else the quadratic equation. And the 11th question, 12th question is the printed price of a machine is rupees 90,000. The wholesaler allows a discount of 10% on the printed price to a shopkeeper the shopkeeper sells this machine to a consumer at a discount of 5% on the printed price. PP means printed price. The GST charged at the rate of 12%. Find the GST paid by the shopkeeper. The second question is the total amount paid by the customer. So market price of the machine given is, I'll read the question once again. The printed price of a machine is 90,000. The wholesaler allows a discount of 10% on the printed price to a shopkeeper. The shopkeeper sells this machine to a consumer at a discount of 5% on the printed price. The GST charged at the rate of 12% Find the GST paid by the shopkeeper. In the first question, we have to find the GST paid by the shopkeeper, and in the second question, the total amount paid by the customer. So market price is equal to 90,000. GST is equal to 12%. So given that the wholesaler gives a discount of 10% to the shopkeeper, that is discount is equal to 10% for shopkeeper. So which is equal to 90,000 of 10%, which is equal to 9,000. So the cost price for the shopkeeper is 90,000 minus 9,000. So which is equal to 81,000. Now GST paid by the shopkeeper. GST for shopkeeper. This is GST paid by the shopkeeper is 81. 12% of 81,000. So which is equal to 9,720. So GST paid by the shopkeeper is 9,720. So for customer. So here the shopkeeper gives a discount of 5% to the customer on the market price. That means, so discount is equal to 5% of 90,000. So the shopkeeper gives a discount of 4,500 to the customer. So the cost price for the customer is 90,000 minus 4,500. So which is equal to 85,500. So GST for customer is 85,500 of 12%. So which is equal to 10,260 is the GST amount paid by the customer. So we have to find the total amount paid by the customer. Which is equal to 85,500 plus GST, that is 10,260, which is equal to 95,760 is the total amount paid by the customer. Take the screenshot. We'll move on to the next question, which is the last question in this GST chapter. So thus completes the, if you finish one question, we'll complete the whole chapter of GST. So the last question is similar to the previous questions of exercise 1.2. So I am not going to solve this question. I will simply write the question on the board. Please try to solve it. And if you have any doubts in this chapter, please leave your comments in the comment section. And if you have any questions also, please give your comments in the comment box. We'll solve in the next class. Find the total amount of the following bill. Find the total amount of the following bill. Note, %20 discount is applicable if 50 or more articles are purchased. Second question is 10% discount is applicable only if the articles are purchased is $30 or more but less than 50. And the third question is 5% discount is applicable on the purchase less than 30 articles. GST on all articles is 12%. Article, market price in rupees, number of articles. A, B, C and D. Market price is 500, 400, 200, 150, 80, 50, 40, and 20. So according to the question, 20% discount is applicable if 50 or more articles are purchased. So here 20% discount is applicable for article A, and 10% discount is applicable only if the article purchased is 30 or more but less than 50. So here the percentage applicable is 10%. And for C, here also 10%. And for D, 5% discount is applicable. Oh, sorry. For article B, 20% discount is applicable because 20% discount is applicable if 50 or more articles are purchased. So this is 50. So 20% discount is applicable. Try to solve this question, and this will be the last question of this GST chapter. If you have any doubts, please comment me in the comment box. Hope you all understood this chapter. Thank you all. Bye bye.